Hello, welcome back to Fabulous Beyond. I am Ernie Sparkles, and this is episode 4 of the Fabulous Beyond fortnightly podcasts. I'm joined today with a very special guest. She's laughing because she knows she's special in every meaning of the word.
You're such a dick.
How can you even hear me? So Emily Howlett, also known as Janet, is a disabled actress.
Piss off.
You are? She has no legs. And she hasn't got a brain.
I have both brain and legs, thank you very much. I just don't have ears.
She doesn't have ears. She is identifying as D-deaf. D-deaf, bisexual, transgendered,
queer,
plus. What's plus?
Plus STDs.
Plus
maybe.
STDs. She is an avid collector of STDs.
I am, and you know they're like Pokemon. I've just got a few left. Got to catch them all.
She's got to catch them all, but she's also very generous with them.
With my STDs.
How's that for an introduction?
What do you want me to say?
Okay, so Emily is an actress. We met on a clown course last November.
God, it feels like a lifetime.
And I've been abused most days since. Yeah, it was nearly a year ago, coming up to a year.
Yeah, that's
soon.
like, it feels like a life fucking sentence.
Yeah, it does. You're telling me.
Do you know though, before we go any further, you really should tell me what a podcast is.
Do you not know?
I know. You've asked me to do a podcast and you've stuck a microphone in front of me and then you're like, yeah, talk, but what is one?
What is a podcast? I mean, I'm surprised you don't know. Well, of course you don't know because you can't hear this, which is the great thing is you won't know how I've edited you.
No, but it's really annoying because all of you hearing people just walk around like, hey, yeah, there was this podcast and, oh, I was just listening to this podcast and I was on the tube, I was on the bus, I was on a fucking flying unicorn. I was listening to this podcast, it was amazing, you should listen to it. I'm like, what the fuck is it?
So a podcast is basically like a downloadable or streamable radio show, kind of.
What's radio?
So it's a bit like acting but without moving. And like recorded acting.
That's a lie, actually, because I did a radio play and you had to move a fuck ton so that they could hear you. Well,
that's to get the sound effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing sound effects today. Well,
we
can if you want. What sound effect would you like to do first?
I mean, you know I'm going to say farts.
Okay, do it. What?
I don't know what a fart sounds like.
Exactly like that.
My God, this is childish. Is this a child's podcast?
No, it's marked explicit, so you can swear.
Well, that's good because I fucking have about 5 times already.
So yeah, we met in clowning school, and I've kind of tried to.
Yeah, when you were giving birth to the Loch Ness monster.
I was the Loch Ness monster giving birth.
Oh yeah, you didn't give birth to it. You were it giving birth. My apologies. My apologies for ruining your crowning glory by misremembering it.
Yeah, I mean that's my sort of favourite go-to moment now when things
when someone says improvise, you just.
That's what I do.
I am the Loch Ness monster. But you know, if you don't have to tell people that that's what you are, and they still know, you're doing a pretty good job.
I know, right? So I maybe I should be a world-class actor.
It should be the top of your CV.
It shouldn't
Loch
it?
Ness monster giving birth.
Defining
I don't know why you fuck about being an MC and doing burlesque and stuff. You've just got to be the Loch
I
Ness
could probably
monster.
make a whole career out of being the Loch Ness monster.
Well, you know, fucking Theresa May has. Basically.
We won't go there.
Let's go there.
Let's go there. Come on then, let rip.
I don't think fabulous people want to talk about politics, do they?
No, well, I mean, like, what fabulous politics is important to us, but talking about Theresa May isn't fabulous, and this show isn't about what's not fabulous.
No. So what is fabulous?
Well, that's the first question.
Oh.
Go.
Well, I just asked you, so.
Yeah, well, you can't ask me because I'm the host with the most.
Guess what? Not anymore.
No, this is not how this works.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm just going to sit here until you answer.
But I asked you first. Well, this is going to be fun for your listeners, isn't it? I mean, I'm not hearing any more or less than I do normally when you're talking anyway, so I don't know whether you're jabbering or not. What is fabulous? What is fabulous, Ernie? What is fabulous? Apart from your face right now, because you're trying not to laugh. For your oral pleasure, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between, he looks like he's choking on a grape. With his fist in front of his mouth, trying really hard not to look like he's choking on a grape. Now he's trying to do a really serious face, and it just looks like he's constipated. If you don't stop me, I shall start talking about Theresa May and how sexy she is.
Okay, enough. So, what is fabulous?
I don't know, I just broke you, so I'm just going to revel in that for a moment.
Okay, there's your moment. Answer the fucking question.
What is fabulous? I don't know. What have other people said?
No, that's irrelevant. What do you think?
No, it's not
fabulous
irrelevant
is?
because you're like, this is horrible. This is oppressing me because other people can listen to your other podcasts and listen to what all the other people say fabulous is, and I can't do that. So I'm put on the spot more than they are. So that's just me.
Okay, so should we stop the recording now whilst I transcript all the previous
Oh, hey,
podcasts?
well, I think you mean transcribe, darling. But you could have just done that in the first place. But
I could have, but it's really expensive. Accessibility is not cheap.
it's true.
And this is where it becomes really sad. This is where it's not fabulous either. Like, it would be wonderful to make everything accessible, but it's not. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes other things are more important, like
How dare you!
decent quality eyelashes, for example.
Well, that is true. You don't want like super jawbone.
No.
No.
I mean, what would you rather, like an accessible podcast or Ernie Sparkles' fabulous eyelashes?
Well, you won't like the answer. No,
Wow.
I know what you mean, and it is more expensive to make things accessible, which is why, you kind of need to put it in your budget at the very start.
Which is great, but this is a podcast
I
that is
get
free.
it. I know your eyelashes are more important, but it's not really. It's kind of. It is artists' responsibility, but it's also funding bodies' responsibility. Like, it should be a separate thing. There are some funds where it is a separate thing, or there's funding specifically to make access part of something that's already going on. But it's just such a... It's like 2 steps forward, 10 steps back with this all the time.
I completely get it, and I mean, you know me, I'm all up for proper accessibility, not like accessibility as a token or as a point scoring thing, but
for real access.
yeah, and I want to include that in my work, and I do where I can. But obviously for a podcast which I'm not funded for, so if there's any sponsors out there that want to sponsor this and make it accessible...
For it to be transcripted as opposed to transcribed.
Transcripted, transcribed, transsexual, by a trans person.
I mean, that would tick a damn sight more boxes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's do it.
Do you want me to have a sex change just for that?
Well, you need to grow ears as well. I mean, you look pretty
Well, no,
daft
because if I grow ears, I won't be disabled anymore.
No, but if you don't have ears, you won't be able to transcribe it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can make it up.
Well,
I mean, that's what I do in life.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe I'll just go to Google and copy and paste random pages.
Google Translate.
Yeah.
Use that.
Because it does it. You can talk into it and it does tell you.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll do that.
It comes out with some fucking bollocks though.
Well, so do you, but...
Well, there you go.
Exactly, perfect.
Why do you even use me for these things? Why don't you just use Google?
So episode 4 has been kindly transcribed by Google.
And it's all about turnips.
It's all about
Turnips in the Conservative Party.
Anyway, let's go back to the real matter. This is research and finding out what people think is fabulous, or what fabulous is to you. So it doesn't matter what's gone before you, it doesn't matter what other people say, it's what you think that's interesting to me. I don't want the dictionary, I want Emily Howlett, Janet.
Stop calling me Janet or I will punch you in the face.
Nom 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 nom. So if anyone didn't see 2 Doors Down, 39, what was it called? 9 weeks, 9... behind number 12, behind number 9, behind number 7, behind number 6, behind 6.
It's not behind anybody.
Oh,
we don't hide, darling.
In front of number 9. Number 9. Was the 9 anything to do with it?
Yes.
Inside number 9.
Yeah, well done. Woo! There's a sound effect for you. Is there a sound effect for this finger that I'm sticking up at you?
Boing. Inside number 9, you were Janet.
I was Janet. I was
in the
dressed as Boy
karaoke
George.
booth.
That was quite fabulous, being dressed as Boy George.
It was, and what was extra fabulous was hearing you sing
Fuck
karaoke
I did sing.
on national television.
Yeah. That was
So
amazing.
this isn't just any old actress. This is a very, very good television actress.
Very good. Who sings
Who
despite
sings?
not being able to hear it.
Can we have a bit? Can we have a bit now?
And I've just been in a play.
Oh, and you play piano.
I've been in a play at the Crucible where I had to learn to play piano, yeah.
Yeah, there's a play called Try.
It's a bit like all my fucking jobs now are like, what can we make the staff do that it can't do?
I know, I can't wait. So annoyingly, you can't actually do the Fabulous Project in September because you're doing your own fucking show. But for stage 2 next year, hopefully you'll be on board and I will
Yeah.
get you to do other things you can't do, like identify animal noises.
Well, you know, that's kind of you.
Yeah.
I mean, that sold it to me.
The
I'm
bit
going to
that-
get you to do all the things you can't do. I mean, that's, yeah. I feel quite emotional right now and overwhelmed with gratitude towards you.
I mean, that's interesting when people do things they can't do. That's what makes it interesting. I mean, if
It
I
is.
just went stand up and jump and you just stood up and jumped, you can do that. Everyone can do that. That's not interesting.
Well, no, but it's like when we did Scratch This and
Yeah.
I was ombre le noir.
And you kicked me in the bollocks.
I did kick you in the bollocks, and I'm sorry that it got caught on camera because otherwise we could have just forgotten about that. But no, now it's going to go with us both to our graves.
The funniest thing is I didn't even realise you'd done it until I watched the video.
I know, because you were so high on adrenaline, darling.
I was just like, yeah. But my bollocks have never been the same again.
Even though you didn't notice.
No.
It's because they've been touched by me.
I've been touched by
All bollocks that are
nom.
touched by ombre.
ombre
Suffer.
noir. Yeah.
Because nothing's ever the same again.
No. It's the STDs.
But anyway, that whole point of that was that I was going to interpret what you were saying in sign, and then you spent half the show with your back to me, so I didn't have a fucking clue what you were saying. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deaf people in the audience were loving it.
But they got a different story.
Yeah.
Which
But
is-
is that a good thing or not?
I mean, I don't know. As a deaf person, what do you think?
I mean, I think there's definitely something fun and interesting and artistic wankery in saying, hey, we're going to make this accessible, invite everybody, and everybody's going to get a different fucking story.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, it's only like if you do sort of live interaction shows and you did a month of them, everyone's going to be different. So, like,
Yeah.
people who go on a Monday are going to get a different show to people who go on a Thursday.
Exactly. And this is what we talked about for ages with the Fabulous show, was the possibility of having audio captioning and BSL and the live action all telling different versions of the story, so that people are getting the same experience, but different people, depending on the language,
Yeah.
are getting are receiving a different angle on it. And maybe that will enhance different people, and it also really like encourage conversation afterwards. Like,
I mean, basically,
oh my God, wasn't
you're
it
gonna
funny
really-
when Ernie
some
said that?
people are gonna
But
love
Ernie
it.
never said that.
Shut up. Some people are going to love it and some people are going to fucking hate it. That's the start and the end of it.
Nobody's gonna hate my work.
What about it? I do.
Well, that's because you just got no taste.
Well, that's fine. That's just another sense that I've lost then, isn't it?
You love my work.
What? I kicked you in the bollocks on stage during the last work I did with you.
You
That shows
begged
you
to
what I
be
felt.
in my next show.
I begged.
You
I begged.
You begged to be what's her name, Patricia Cockrot.
No, I don't like Cockrot anymore. What was the other one?
Oh, wasn't it like tit?
Oh, something to do with some erotic part of the body.
It was something to do with tits.
It was something to do with tits or cock and then something to do with mould.
I can't remember. I need to. I'm going to have a look now. But in the meantime, will you tell everyone what fabulous means to you?
Fabulous means to me not giving a fuck anymore and knowing that, you know,
Pickle tits.
Pickle Tits, Patricia Pickle Tits.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway,
I
fabulous.
mean, that's fucking fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Patricia Pickletits, HR manager at Ernie Sparkles' Christmas party.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you know, she's got some surprises up her sleeves.
Mostly in the form of gonorrhea.
She just likes to share. She's just a sharing kind of girl.
All these secret Santas out there, you better watch out.
Secret STD
Patricia
Santa.
Pickletits is about. Anyway, going back to not giving a fuck.
So yeah, fabulous is not giving a fuck, and I would say knowing that what's gone before doesn't really fucking matter as much as what you're going to do today. Not completely black and white, because what goes before is what makes you who you are today. And I do think sometimes the more fabulous people are the people who've gone through life and gone through some stuff and gone, do you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to be dragged down by that. I'm going to turn that on its head and be fucking fabulous, you know? And don't wait for tomorrow either. Just be fucking fabulous today. You know, these I'm talking like fucking dancing down the fucking aisle in Lidl just because you can, you know, that's fabulous. But only if you want to do it. If someone's making you do it, or you're doing it because you think it looks kooky, that's not fabulous. You've got to do it just because you go, hey, I'm in Lidl and I want to dance down the aisle, you know. And it's also like, well, I was gonna say you, but no. No. You're just some random guy who keeps trying to choke himself on glitter because he doesn't do it properly. Are you going to do that in these shows?
What,
Are you going to do that in the R&D? Yeah.
Have you seen the scene from, there's a song when the cheerleaders are like puking glitter? I wanted to put that into a burlesque routine, but I'm still kind of working out the means of which to do it without swallowing shitloads of glitter. Anyway, so fabulous, not giving a shit, and learning from the past but living for the day.
Yeah, you said it better than me. Why didn't you just fucking answer?
I mean, I could, but this podcast would only be 3 minutes long then, because I'm much more succinct and intelligent.
Good luck doing the rest of it on your own then.
No.
You're intelligent.
No, because I'm interested in what you're saying.
Intelligent. You're so intelligent.
Yes, I am. Very intelligent.
You're such a twat. Is that what it's going to be when I come for your second stage of R&D? Is it just going to be you fucking about and shouting at me behind my back and stuff?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Effectively throwing things at your head. I mean, I've learnt from you and Chloe that the best way to deal with you is to throw things at you.
Well, I mean, this is true.
Yeah.
You know?
And to jump out on you.
No, that is not the best thing to do.
There's a hilarious video available on YouTube. I might share the link with you all of Emily and Chloe, who's a blind actress.
The wonks stick together, baby.
Yeah, they do. So Emily and Chloe doing an R&D maybe a couple of months ago, and Chloe kept jumping out on
Well,
Emily.
she did it once accidentally,
and then it just became a thing.
and it didn't become a fucking thing for me.
But
It was a horrifying experience that took 10 years off my life.
It's so funny. I'm going to share it with all of you. So fabulous. Okay, about living for now. That's a really good answer, actually.
Thank you.
I like it.
Don't sound so fucking surprised. You asshole.
I mean, who would have thought that someone like you could come out with something so profound?
Well, do you know what?
It's not even that profound,
Do you know
actually,
what?
but-
I just have this wall up of pretend flatulence is not the word. What's the word? Frivolity.
Frivolity.
And
She waves her hand around.
actually, inside, I'm fucking, I'm profound, man.
You are
Profoundly deaf.
profoundly deaf
And just profoundly profound.
and profoundly special
Yeah.
in every way.
Yeah.
So fabulous. Okay. Where can we go from there then?
There is nowhere.
So you said that what happened before is irrelevant.
No, I didn't. I said what happened before doesn't matter. But it does a little bit because it informs. It informs who you are today. but it shouldn't dictate who you are today.
What about history? So not just your own personal journey, but what about things like, what about the history?
Histoire.
Yeah, what about the Second World War? Like, I don't know.
I don't know how fabulous the Second World War was.
I mean, it could
Doesn't
have
sound
been,
very
if they had
fabulous.
glitter bombs, it could have been totally fabulous. I mean, why don't we start a war where we just launch glitter from country to country?
Yeah. I mean, because everyone would choke on it, but other than that, yeah, why not?
But it would look fabulous, wouldn't it?
I don't know how much it would look fabulous.
Oh, come off it. If you're walking down the street and a big cloud of glitter just fell on your head.
I don't think it would work, unless you got, like, really big pieces of glitter. Or, like, what's them ones you have in clubs and it's, like, big
the
pieces
confetti.
of foil?
The confetti cannons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them instead of glitter, probably.
Oh, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that wouldn't wash away. Glitter would wash away when it rained, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but glitter is plastic, so glitter is non-biodegradable. So actually,
glitter is shit for the sea life. Oh my god, glitter is like those face washes that they ban because they've got microbeads in.
No, you're right.
Oh my god, you're killing fucking Flipper, man. Every time you do that glitter shit.
I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm doing a dolphin noise.
Well, I clearly can't fucking hear it, but I can see it.
So you can see that. I don't know what the sparkle sign. So I have my own sign language called sparkle sign because I'm really shit at BSL.
It's recognised in literally no countries.
But it's recognised by Emily, so she understands what I'm doing. So here we go for dolphin.
So this just looks like you're shaking a cocktail into your mouth.
And doing the sea.
And are you shaking a cocktail into your mouth in the sea?
Yeah.
No, why not?
Dolphin.
Because that's what dolphins do. They drink cocktails all the time.
I mean, is it true that dolphins are just gay sharks?
I think we should put that to David Attenborough. Or Brian Cox.
Write to him. No, Brian Cox does planets.
Yeah,
Dolphins
I know,
are
but
not
just
planets.
like it would make more sense to ask such a fucking ridiculous question of someone who has nothing to do with nature.
It's actually a quote from Glee, and I just love it. It makes me laugh.
Your whole life is just a quote from Glee.
My whole life is just Glee. Full of Glee. Okay, so yeah, history's important, do you think?
Maybe.
Nah.
No one seems to fucking learn from it, so I don't know.
True. Like, so this year we're celebrating 50 years since the legalisation of gayers.
Woo! No one can imprison us now. Oh yeah, they still can.
Unless we murder people.
Yeah.
Or we live in countries that aren't fabulous.
Oh. How do we enfabulate those countries?
How do we unfabulate them? Well, what have we learnt from our history?
Fuck all.
Do you know anything about queer culture history?
I don't really even know what happened yesterday in my own life. So
this is part of the problem, is that we don't know enough about history.
I totally agree, but I mean, I personally have a problem in that I have a massive head and a tiny brain, and I have to fill my brain with things like remembering to breathe and how to eat without choking, and like to close my mouth when I'm walking down the street so things don't fly into it. So I don't really have room for stuff like, you know,
important things.
Well, those things are quite important to me for staying alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most fabulous thing you've seen?
What the fuck? There's a massive fucking tangent.
I'm just bored of what you're saying, so I'm trying to move back.
I'm bored of your face.
But you're not, though.
No, but I am, though.
But you're not, though.
Yeah, but I am.
Let's get
What's
back.
the most fabulous thing I've ever seen?
Yes.
Probably my foot connecting with your bollocks. In fabulous white go-go boots.
Oh, yeah, they are fabulous,
They are
aren't they, those
fabulous.
boots?
I tried to fasten them up with the tongue down the side so that it would look more fabulous, and it just hurt like fuck.
With the tongue down the side?
Yeah, instead of up the front.
Oh, well, why would that...
So that you could see, like, because I had black trousers on underneath white go-go boots, and it would have been like a nice skunk stripe down the front of my leg.
Okay.
But it just hurt.
Yeah, so what you could have done is put the tongue inside your trouser leg.
Well, no, because no.
Because you weren't that clever.
Well, no.
You could have just cut the tongue off. Well, you couldn't have.
They were your boots.
I know. So I
Would you have
have
liked it if I just given them back or hacked to pieces? Would that have been okay?
Well, strictly speaking, they weren't mine. They kind of are. They belong to me, as in they belong to the hoop troop.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm bored of what you're saying now as well.
What else have you used? So fucking obnoxious.
It's fabulous, darling.
Is it?
I think there has to be a certain level of obnoxiousness in fabulous.
Why?
Because you have to not care. I don't mean you have to be mean, but you have to not care what like the people on the street are gonna say or do.
Okay,
it's
interesting.
brave. It's brave to be fabulous. It really fucking is, because you're rubbing people up the wrong way sometimes.
In what sense are you rubbing people up the wrong way?
Because people can't cope with things that aren't brown and watery and manky and normal and beige. People can't cope with that. Some people can't cope with that.
Yeah.
So if you go out and be fabulous in public, you're risking them going, hello.
Queer or...
Please stop being fabulous. Only they don't say it quite so nicely.
Yes.
You know? And so to do it is to be brave.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right. I think you're right.
I'm always right.
But how do people... So there's some people react to fabulousness a bit scared.
People are scared of it because it's different. People are scared of me because I can't fucking hear. I mean, Jesus, does that make me actually an axe-wielding maniac or like more likely to bite you and give you herpes? No, it doesn't. The fact that I'm me does.
Yeah.
But the fact that I'm deaf doesn't.
No.
You know?
Because there's some lovely deaf people around.
There are some. Not
Johnny
many.
Cotson, who I spoke about in an episode, I think it was episode 1, I mentioned him.
Yeah.
He's just utterly gorgeous, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's a dick.
But he's not, though.
No, he's not.
He's never done anything dickish in his life.
I mean, that's what he does that's dickish, is he's just so fucking lovely.
Yeah. And
like, how dare he? How dare he make us all like him so much? Why can't he have something that we can bitch about?
I mean, maybe his hat.
No, but his hat is him, isn't it?
Yeah, but he never takes it off.
Well, yeah, because it's him. I've seen him without the hat on.
Is he bald?
No, it's worse than that.
Oh. What is it?
I can't tell.
Has he got, like, monk hair?
I can't tell.
I'm going to have to, if anyone sees Johnny Cotson, pull their hat off and see what he's like.
See what lies beneath.
Answers on a postcard. There might be a prize for the winning answer.
There might not. Well,
there might not.
The prize might be what's underneath the hat.
The prize might just
you
be
don't
Emily.
Want to win that.
I might just send Emily as the prize.
Oh, Jesus. No one deserves that.
No one's writing in, are they? It's fabulous as being brave. Some people don't like it because it terrifies them, or it's different. It's too different for them to cope with.
And people get stimulated by it.
Some people get stimulated. In what sense?
I saw your face then. No, I just mean like you can walk past someone whose whole fucking life has been beige. Say they're like 52 and they've just done everything by the book as society expects you to. Mm-hmm. And then they see someone walking down the street being out and proud and fabulous. And I don't even mean out by being gay. I just mean I am fucking here and this is what I am.
Yeah.
And they go, shit, what have I been doing with all these fucking 50 years of my life? You know? And they get stimulated by it. And they go, oh, shit, I need to run away to Dubai and buy a feather boa. You know?
Yeah.
But whether they do or not is up to them. But you can put those thoughts on people and that's scary.
It is scary, but do you think it, like, fabulous is a positive thing?
I think it is for me. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
It's very powerful. But that you have to remember that I think it sometimes helps with... It's sort of the same with being deaf or disabled or different in any way. You know, being LGBT plus whatever we are now. It's that thing of... you have to accept that sometimes people are being wankers to you because they don't understand.
Yeah.
And, like, actually, they're probably not horrible people. I mean, there are some fucking cunts out there, let's be honest. Yeah. But sometimes it's part of it, sadly, that you have to educate.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. And hopefully we're all, like, the fucking 50th wave of it or whatever we are, but hopefully there comes a time when the waves end and we're not still having to fucking educate the populace.
Do you think it's good though when you do educate somebody, when somebody does change or like somebody's impacted by you being fabulously deaf?
I mean, it is good. Of course it's good if you impact someone, even if you impact them in maybe a way that scares them a bit, but then makes them look at themselves and their lives and how they fit into the world. But I always come back to it's like you get asked stupid questions So, like, I'll get asked something like, fucking hell. Do you know the traditional one? When people are yawning, do deaf people think they're screaming? No, we fucking don't. But you can be... Don't yawn at me.
Screaming.
But I can be asked that, like, or any other stupid question 3 times in one day, and for each of those 3 people, it's the first time they've ever even thought that. They think they're being really interested and asking a really unique question.
Yeah.
And by the 3rd one, I'm like, please fuck off. But they don't know that they're the 3rd person.
Yeah.
And I have to remember that. But I do, because otherwise I'm a cunt to them.
Yeah.
And they don't understand
isn't
why.
It's good that those people are asking those questions.
Well,
because they're trying to educate themselves a little bit more. Okay, it's a stupid question, and we shouldn't need to know we shouldn't.
But that's the thing. It is a stupid question, and there's so many others that aren't even that extremely stupid. Just really boring stuff like, how do deaf people have sex? I don't know, with their cocks and their vaginas, maybe. But it's just that thing of, why do I have to still do this? But I do have to do it, because if I don't, I'm the dick. And like you say, you could be changing someone's life. And just because they're the 5th person today who was ignorant for you, for them, you're the first deaf person they've met. So if you give them a shitty experience, they're going to go, oh, deaf people are shit, that's why we don't mix with them.
Yeah.
And it's a big fucking burden sometimes. It is, because sometimes you're pissed off and you've had a shit day at work and you're on the bus home and you don't want some fucking woman talking to you about your hearing dog and then going, hey, you know what? If you put some makeup on, I don't think anyone would care that you're deaf. Like, what?
Is that a comment you really had?
Yeah, but she's being nice. She thinks she's being nice. So for me to go, fuck off, bitch. I've just been in 10 hours of rehearsals. Please die in a gutter.
But what's makeup got to do with it?
Well, yeah, but she thinks, because she wears makeup and it makes her feel brave and beautiful, she thinks telling me that is a good thing. Yeah. So it's like, it is a burden on people who are different that they have to tolerate.
So do you think she's telling you to wear a mask to, like, maybe to make you feel to make you feel more fabulous? Put some makeup on.
Yeah.
And then you'll be more fabulous, and then you'll be nicer to people that ask questions on the bus.
Maybe
she's observed you being an absolute bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe that was it. Maybe she didn't even want to be on that fucking bus. She just saw me walking down the street and was like, that bitch needs an intervention.
I mean, there's like, like, going to the hearing, the work that you've done, like, since I've known you has all been about, it's been you playing the role of deaf people. Mm-hmm. How is that?
What do you mean, how is that?
Like, so you've kind of, by choosing to become a deaf actress that plays deaf people,
well, I can't.
You are taking the role of the educator in that sense, because you are actively challenging.
But dude, I am deaf. I can't not play a deaf person. Like, I can play a character that hasn't been written as deaf, but when you see me playing it, the character becomes deaf because I am. It's like if I was black.
Yeah.
Any character that I play will be black.
Yeah.
Even if it's not written that way. So, like, yes, I am educating, but I'm educating when I walk down the fucking street, because you can see my CI on the side of my head. You can see my hearing dog.
For instance, like, your role in Tribes, that is a play about deaf people. Your role in Inside Number 9,
well, that just shows you didn't fucking come and see my show, did you?
No, but I read the reviews.
Yeah, and it's not about deafness.
No, but it's about a family's reaction to a deaf person.
A little bit.
Yes, that's what the review said.
Well, the review didn't fucking watch the show either.
You were playing... Well, it was a good review, so maybe they weren't watching the show.
Yeah, I would be inclined to say that. No, I loved that show. Stop being a cunt.
I'm not being a cunt. You know I really wanted to see it, and it just, like, circumstances just meant I couldn't...
Well, it's in Sheffield, isn't it? Like,
is
how
it
do you
going
get
on tour?
to Sheffield?
Will it come on tour?
I don't think so, because it was a production for the theatre, like, so I doubt it.
Okay, will you bring it...
But your mate Johnny Cotson
wants to put it on.
Yeah,
yes.
so tell him to.
I've heard. So maybe we will see Emily returning to the role in Cardiff with Johnny Cotson.
That would be awesome.
Not wearing his hat.
And the whole show being about what's under his hat, which is a completely different story.
And can I be in it?
Yeah, but you can be
the mum.
Something belligerent.
Can I be the mother?
I don't think you could be the mother.
Why?
Because she's really, like, homely and motherly and caring and...
I can be
bosomy.
caring.
Bollocks.
And bosomy.
Well, you are.
Actually. I mean, quite curvy.
Yeah, you've got big fat man titties. I love them.
You're a bitch.
Yes, I am. Why the hell did you invite me to do this thing? I was only ever going to be vile to you on it.
To be honest, the only reason I invited you is because it's now Tuesday, it's got to go out on Friday, and I'm busy for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So I have no choice but to combine. But also,
dude, you could have asked a fucking hobo in the street to do it.
Well, that will happen one day. I might try and do that, but
I mean, that's what you've basically done with me. You've let me into this house.
Whose
for an
house
hour.
is this?
I have no idea whose house
I have
this
no
is.
idea whose it is.
We're just in a house,
in a random
so we are
house.
both the hobos.
You've taken over the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know whose house it is though.
No, my son's toys are everywhere.
Your son's toys are everywhere. Like, who's taken over the house?
He's
basically.
taken over the house.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a fabulous little boy.
I have. Well, you know, if he's yours, then he's going to be fabulous, isn't
Yeah, he was born with glitter coming out of his eyes. His eyes sparkle.
he? Well, they do, but it's not because of some terrible glitter injection.
Conjunctivitis.
You make it sound like I've rolled him in glitter every day.
You can't polish shit, but you can roll it in glitter.
Jimmy Carr said that, you know.
Yeah.
Someone must have said it before him. I don't like him taking the credit for that. There's no way we've had like 2,000 years of civilization and no one said that before him.
Well, how old is glitter?
Well, that's a good. Well, you'd have like gold filings and stuff before there was actual glitter, so it would be back in the days of the Romans. It would be like, well, you can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in gold filings because there's so much gold around. That's what we do with it.
That's
Just
what we
roll
do.
shit in it.
We make golden turds.
We won't like carve a turd out of gold. We'll just get an actual log and roll it around. I mean, is this fabulous? Is this conversation fabulous?
Yeah. I mean, why isn't it? Why wouldn't it be?
Well, do you know what? It is because it fits the themes of not giving a shit.
And we're talking about history, but we're not living the history. We're living for now, because...
Yeah.
But
because we're not going, hey, the Romans rolled shit in gold dust, so we must do that.
No.
We're just going, hey, the Romans rolled shit in gold dust. Maybe. What a bunch of twats. Let's not do that.
Yeah, so maybe we're learning from history.
We're learning from history that we fucking made up. The best kind.
And that's when things become fabulous. And also, I'm sure we're being slightly offensive to some people, so they're going to be challenged by the fact that...
Yeah, we're being offensive to most people, I would say. I mean, I've insulted probably most factions of humanity during this. How long have we been talking?
37 minutes 45 seconds.
Yeah,
far.
so 40 minutes, and I've pretty much offended everyone. Who have I not done yet?
We haven't done.
I haven't done Donald Trump, but I mean, he's just an
We don't
offence
need
to
to go
himself.
there.
He's an offence to himself
He
by the
doesn't
fact
need
he
anyone
exists.
to offend him. He's already done it. What a douche. So we've gone off tangent again. You do this all the time.
I do not.
Why can't you stay focused?
Because that would require brain power that I do not possess.
Oh, true.
That's why.
So we were talking about your role as an educator in theatre, because
Bollocks.
playing the part of deaf people.
Yeah, but it is exactly the same as in real life. It's the same thing. Do you take a role where you are actively going, hey, this is what deaf life is like, this is what it's like, this is what hurts, this is what doesn't hurt, this is what I have to put up with, this is actually just my fucking life and I happen to be deaf and I'm showing you? Or do you try and not do that because you're trying not to be pigeonholed? It's like, you know, do I want to hide my CI when I walk down the street and not have a hearing dog wearing a fucking great coat that says hearing dog?
Yeah.
And then
Where is George?
George is dead. He pissed me off one too many times.
Walked you into too
George
many
is having a holiday.
Is he?
He is.
George is a gorgeous golden Labrador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a pink nose.
He's got a pink nose.
And he nudges me with it when there's things I should know about.
Like the man with the gun.
Yeah. He's very relaxed about it. The fire alarm went off the other week and he came walking over dead steady like, hey!
Hey, fire alarm's
Yeah.
going off. Might want to
Might want to get out. Maybe. I mean, I'm not fussed, dude.
We can chill here for a bit, but...
Yeah, but we might die, we might burn, or the smoke might get us, but, you know, just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, just, you know, your choice.
Yeah, and so his...
But how does he tell you that it's the fire alarm? How do you know it's the fire
so
alarm?
any other thing, sound,
Yeah.
he nudges me and I say, what is it? And he takes me to it. But
Yeah.
with the fire alarm,
Yeah.
I say, what is it? And he lies down
Right.
But he always does. You know how dogs stretch with their front legs?
Yeah.
He fucking does that every time. He's supposed to just hit the deck like, fire! Fucking hell! Boom. Everybody get out! Yeah. Boom! Hit the floor. What is it? Boom! Fire. And he just kind of goes, stretch. And then he kind of kicks the back leg out. And then he kind of sits down. And about 5 minutes later, he's actually lying down on the floor.
On fire.
Yeah, my hair's on fire because I'm waiting for the dog to do the command right.
Right, so he's not a very good hearing dog.
He's fucking amazing. I love him.
I love him too, but yeah. I've seen you without him more times than I've seen you with him.
I know, it's terrible.
So I wonder whether you actually need him.
Well, I don't need him when I'm around you because you can tell me if the fire alarm goes off, you dick.
I mean, I haven't, and it's been going off for 5 minutes now.
Yeah, but if you're going to die with me, then that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you suddenly got up and ran screaming out the house, I'd probably follow you.
I mean, I've achieved my life's greatest achievement, which was to podcast you. So
we can all die now.
Now it's done, I can die happy.
But it isn't done because you've got to, like...
I've got to publish it.
And, well, probably edit out all the, like, terrible, terrible insults to people.
Yeah. What's the most fabulous insult you've ever heard?
Ooh. I mean... It isn't the best one I've ever heard.
That's not the right answer.
No,
the right
it
question,
isn't.
Is it?
Yeah.
To ask a
but the best one I've ever come across isn't even this, but the one I remember the most is that your face or did your neck throw up? Or, well, I know you're not Two-Faced because if you were, you wouldn't be wearing that one.
Wow.
Aren't they good?
Where did they come from?
I don't know, but I remember knowing them when I was about 10.
Yeah, they're good.
So that says something about my childhood.
Those. Yeah, and how did that affect you?
Well, I didn't say they were said to me. Maybe at 10 years old I was just coming out with gold. Dude,
Maybe.
Don't underestimate my 10-year-old self. You know that thing that they do and they're like, what would you tell your 10-year-old self if you could write a letter and go back in time and be like, don't be such a bitch.
Don't be such a bitch.
Maybe then you'll have some fucking fans if you're not telling them about their faces all the time. Why, what's the most fabulous insult you know?
I think what you've just said is pretty good. I don't know, actually. It's like, as I was thinking that, as I asked it, I was like, what is the most fabulous insult?
There was a lot of good when I was younger. There was that whole phase of your mama.
Yeah, your mama. Your mama's so fat when she was in school, she sat by everybody. I do like that one.
I got one that was, your mama's so fat when she walks into the kitchen that apples start orbiting her.
Your mama's so fat she sat on a rainbow and Skittles popped out.
Thing is though, I can't do it because I can't say your mama and then just talk in a Derby accent. Like you have to do the whole thing American or not. Also I have to be like, your mother. Your mother is so fat. Your mammy.
Your mammy.
Your mammy is so fat, duck.
Your mama's so fat, duck. That when she was in school, right, she sat by everyone. I don't know if that's Derby. I don't know what Derby people sound like.
Me, twat.
No, but you just sound like... What was my impression of you? Do you remember? I can fucking...
So this is just a podcast of... and then you saying some stuff.
Yeah, because I was like...
I'm basically a fucking pterodactyl.
Do you remember one day when we was like... I was taking you and Chloe No Eyes to Full Throttle Shotter Palette to go ape. And I
found a photo of that on my phone the other day.
If you Google Ernie Sparkles, that picture comes up. Because my colleagues Googled it the other day and then they were like, what's this? And I was like, oh yeah, that's when the car broke down. So
what, is it on Twitter or something?
Yeah, you tweeted it.
I didn't tweet it.
Somebody tweeted it.
You tweeted it?
Must have been, well, I was too busy stressing.
You were too busy jumping up and down on the wheel of your car, like that's going to make it come off.
That was the most stressful, like, I hated that.
I loved it. You took us on a date to B&Q car park. It was the most romantic afternoon of my life.
Got a flat tyre and couldn't get the tyre off because somebody had put it on so tight.
To be honest, like, the nuts were tight, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, to be honest, we were having such a shit day. It's probably a good thing that we didn't get to go to hang like 50 foot in the air.
I probably would have forgot to strap Chloe in and just like send her off down the zip wire without the cables attached. And it's a bit of a responsibility, isn't it? It
is a bit of a responsibility, taking a deaf and a blind.
Taking a deaf and a blind.
I still think that was just sabotage on your behalf because you just realised what you'd taken on. And you were like, fuck, I need to pop a tyre. I can't do this anymore.
When you weren't looking, I just threw a knife out of the window into the tyre and then popped it. Yeah. Oh, God, that was horrible. I hated that day. We had to walk for miles to get back.
Oh, God, yeah, I know.
And then the next day I had to get up super early to get a bus to meet the man to come and, like, the garage.
Yeah, but he was hot, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was pretty fit, to be fair. And he couldn't do it. So I had to then wheel it on a flat tyre all the way to the garage next door. And they just went ping and it came off.
Just looked at it and it came off.
Pretty much. So I think the fit man must have loosened it and then just given up at the wrong time. And if we'd just gone a little bit more...
We've all been there.
I know, right?
We've all been there, loosening it and then giving up.
I mean, I wouldn't have said no.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say no to some out-of-date fucking salad cream. You're just... You know, you don't know how to say no.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Offer me something.
No. See, I can say
it. You're rubbish at this game.
Where?
What
am I rubbish at? Am I rubbish at this fucking podcast and I don't even know what it is and I'll never be able to hear it?
You're the best person this podcast has ever heard. I'm sure the listeners will agree.
What, all two of them? And one of them's deaf?
Hey, there's 98 downloads so far. 96.
Yeah, 90 of them was you.
No, my mum. 90 of them was my mum.
No, 90 was you, 5 was your mum and 2 was other people and 1 was my rabbit.
You don't have a rabbit?
I do. It's not the kind you keep in the hutch.
Slut. So the most fabulous thing you've seen?
No, that's too many. There's too many. I see fabulous stuff every day.
What, hypothetically speaking, what would be the most fabulous thing ever?
I don't know, dude.
If I was like, I'll give you £1 million to be the most fabulous thing you could be, what would you be?
I'd just walk in.
Yeah, okay, you're not having the money.
Yeah. That's why it shouldn't go to me. That's why it should go to someone else.
If I was going to do the most fabulous thing, what would I do?
I mean, flamingos would be involved.
Oh, yes.
And pineapples.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
What is it about pineapples and flamingos that are fabulous?
I think they just fucking break the mould. I mean, what other bird is like a flamingo and what other fruit is like a pineapple, dude? Like, seriously.
But what other fruit is like an apple?
No, apples are just generic and round. Like, an apple is basically a big grape. You just answered your own fucking question.
But they're not really, though, are they?
Yeah, but they are. Grapes, they're just slightly different.
Grapes you squash to make wine.
That's like a middle-class guy who's a banker and a middle-class guy who's a solicitor. They're basically the same fucking person.
What about bananas? Bananas are different.
Bananas are slightly different, but they're very like plantain.
But plantain is a banana.
But it isn't, because it's a plantain.
But it's the same thing. Like, it's the same species, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a different variation.
We're all the same fucking species.
But there's different types of pineapples.
But they're all pineapples.
Yeah, and bananas are all bananas.
Yeah, but plantains aren't bananas.
But they are.
No, otherwise they'd be called plantain bananas.
What, like... okay.
Yeah, thank you. Continue.
Well, I don't know if that's correct, but... okay.
Well, it fucking is.
Pomegranates, they're quite unusual.
No, they're not.
Well, they are.
No, they're not.
What else
They're just a hard fig.
Kiwi?
A kiwi is just a little green peach.
Pear?
A pear?
Nothing else is pear-shaped other than you.
Well, there you go then. Pear's not unique, is it? Because I'm a fucking pear.
Lychee.
A lychee?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really exist anyway.
They do.
They're like Schrodinger's fruit. They don't really exist.
Okay. They're just made up.
Yeah.
So when you have a lychee drink,
yeah,
or a lychee...
It's just the spunk of 7 dwarfs.
When you have a lychee fruit in front of you, what's that?
One of their testicles. You've all been conned.
It's all been a lie this whole time.
How many lychees have you eaten in your life?
Like 2, probably.
There you go. That's one whole dwarf worth.
No, okay. So, well, yeah, fabulous fruit. So, banana, no, and pineapple.
Pineapples.
And
Flamingos.
What else? Well, ostrich is kind of like a flamingo.
No, it isn't, because it's not fucking pink. And it's like 10 times the size and completely different.
Why
All you
is
mean is they both have long necks. I mean, by that respect, a giraffe is like a fucking flamingo.
But why? So, what's fabulous about being pink?
Well, not specifically pink, but completely different to every fucking other thing.
Okay, so like a parrot is fabulous.
A parrot?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Not as fabulous.
Not as fabulous, because the rest of a parrot is very bird-like.
It's interesting that you mentioned nature as fabulousness. Lots of people say nature is fabulous.
Do they mean it though? Or do they mean nature is bright and interesting and beautiful? It's not the same as fabulous. I mean, I'm not saying nature isn't fabulous. I'm just saying, do people know the correct usage of the word fabulous?
Fabulous.
Do you know how to say fabulous in any other languages?
No.
That's bad, man. You need to learn that.
Le fabuleux.
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 Fabu.
Fabu. And then in German it's probably something like
Well, then what's the Russian now? Because that sounded quite Russian.
I'm going to find out now what German for fabulous is. And
I think you should, and I think that you should then attempt to say all of them, and then you might offend even more people than I have.
Well, as a German speaker, ja, this is true. Ich habe nicht Deutsch gesprochen in der Nähe von 12 Jahren,
What?
aber ich war ganz gut auf Deutsch.
Gut.
Yeah. Okay, so fabulous. If
What's shithead in German? Remind me.
Scheißkopf.
That's it. Is it?
Here we go. Fabulous.
Schwarzkopf. That's a hair dye.
Fabelhaft. Fabelhaft.
What's that?
Fabulous. Or if Google says it, he says it like this.
It's not saying anything.
Hang on, let's put the phone on.
Fabelhaft.
Fabelhaft.
What's that?
German for fabulous.
Well, what, are we only having German? You're putting your phone away.
Oh, okay, so we
That's
want German.
very racist. You're basically saying fabulous is either English or German, and that's
Okay,
it.
what else? Afrikaans?
Spanish must be fabulous. There
Okay,
must
should we
be some
try Spanish?
fabulousness in Spanish.
What about Bangla?
What's that? Bangla. Yeah.
Let's have it in Capelta.
Yeah, let's do it.
Say it.
I'll say it in sign language.
So in Capelta?
Pulpito.
What?
Ubaju. No, that's Bangla. What did we
Oh
want?
my God.
Spanish. We wanted Spanish. Let's find Spanish. Spanish. Okay, so... Oh yeah, what did you say it was?
Fabuloso.
What?
In Spanish.
Fabuloso.
Fabuloso.
That's crap. That's basically just fabulous with another one, isn't it? Which is
Let's-
basically, I think Spanish is just words with O's on the end.
Here it
isn't
is. Yeah, here it is in Russian.
Невероятный. Невероятный.
Nerearmi.
I'm glad that you're translating for me.
Невероятный.
Nerearmi.
What?
Lord knows.
Ning-yang-yammy.
Yeah. Ning.
Ning-yang-yang-yang-yang.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound German. No, Russian. What are we talking now?
deaf language.
Bollocks.
Talking absolute bollocks. Okay, so...
Do you know the sign for fabulous?
No, oh yeah, let's do the sign.
Fabulous.
So it's index finger
Index finger
On
of
the
your
chin.
right hand underneath your
of
chin.
your right hand.
That's your left hand, you utter twat. You
My
did it
right
right the
hand.
first time and then you swapped it. So, index finger of the right hand points underneath the chin on the right hand side.
So slightly to the right of the centre. Off
and
centre to
then
the right.
and then you flick it forwards as if you're going to point in front of you, but as you flick it, it becomes like a claw of the whole hand,
Okay.
like a bitchy meow kind of claw.
So you're going to fire your finger from the right hand
But
of your
quite
chin.
slowly because you need people to see it because it's fabulous.
From the right hand of your chin, you fire it with your hands, with your fingers in a sort of...
So
if you do like
your
a-
other fingers are in a circle ready to become a claw.
So you're kind of doing a wank hand, Then your index finger comes up onto your right hand of your chin. You put some pressure on, you flick it forwards nice and slow, and as you do so,
and then it becomes a
you
claw.
open your hand
Fabulous.
into a claw. Fabulous.
So if you were saying fabulous, the FAB, it would be one finger coming forwards, and then the bulous would become
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Almost like a firework.
Well, no, that's only just the way you're doing it. But you can do that if you want to.
If you want to do my name in sign language, you put your hands in a fist, put them up by either side of your eyes, and then just flash them like stars.
He's doing it now.
Sparkles.
You're so full of yourself.
My name is Glitter.
Your name is several things.
My name is what?
Several
My
things.
name is what?
My name is what? My name is what? Will we have Slim Shady please stand up?
So, yeah. Well done. How did you know that?
I've signed a lot of songs, dude.
So, you just a quick funny story about you've got a virtual reality system installed into your head.
Yes.
Or, I don't know, some kind of magnet.
Yeah, both those things.
So, and it enables you to hear
Wow.
more.
Yeah. Some things.
But what it also enables people to do is to give you electric shocks to your brain.
Or stick fridge magnets on the side of my head. Which I'm amazed. No, you have done that. You did that the first time I came around your house.
Did I?
Yeah.
I know I tried to.
Yeah. It didn't work so well, did it? Because you only had big ones.
Yeah.
If it's too big, it just...
I need to use some of
As
those little
always,
ball
if it's
ones.
too big, it's no good.
It's no good.
It's just too much hassle.
Don't want it too big.
Yeah. People think that the bigness is brilliance, and it's just becomes stressful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. It was very stressful trying to get that magnet on the side of my head.
It was.
In fact, I think that was the night we had to have ice cream because we were both so distraught.
Well, I wasn't distraught. Other than distraught by you.
Distraught by the lack of magnetism in my head after it had been talked up. You were going to put the whole fucking fridge on the side of my head.
Just slamming your head into the fridge.
Why won't it stick?
Fine, I'm going to eat ice cream. And we ate a whole box of ice cream, a whole tub of it in one sitting.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh.
Yeah, so if I charge you up with enough static,
Yeah.
it's possible to fry your brain with
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be, technically, if there was enough brain in there to do some damage to, but I would be sceptical.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest.
I didn't even know that could happen. Well, neither did you until it did.
And then they were like, yeah, it's in the small print. Oh, thanks.
And it's brilliant because it happened halfway through a scene, didn't it?
It did. It happened. It happened on
Someone
stage.
was about to kiss you,
Yeah.
and it felt like they punched you in the head.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're making this, so light and informal entertainment,
Had it it's funny.
basically the whole set was creating static, and we all had costumes that were sucking it up,
Yeah.
and I had sort of some vintage things that you can't.
Polyester clothing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
sort of it was just building up, and I had loads of hairspray on as well, and
Yeah.
metal clips in my hair, and I think it all just didn't help. But so the best of it was there was these little metal railings in the bombs, which is like how you get in and out, the little side bits. And so the stage manager was like, "Can everyone please discharge themselves before they go on stage so we don't shock Emily?" Just touch the metal railings every time you go on stage and discharge yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
I've never been a fan of people discharging themselves on me.
It's important to know, though, that...
whether people want to be discharged upon. I would say so, yes.
It's important to know that if you
beforehand.
If you ever annoy people so much, all they have to do is static you.
Balloons are bad, kids.
Don't rub balloons on your head.
Or bring them anywhere
near
near
somebody with a CI.
Balloons are quite terrifying, actually.
Oh yeah, the squeaky sound they make.
Oh yeah, that really bothers me.
Ooh.
Dig.
Oh yeah, but you don't know what that's like. But do you know the sound of chalkboard?
Yeah, I know all the sounds, Gareth. I know all the sounds, Ernie.
Do not punish me for treating you like a normal person.
I did just punish you. I
Normal
called you
person.
Gareth. You're not being fabulous,
punish
so you're
me.
Gareth now.
Do not punish me for treating you like I treat everybody else.
Um,
I'm not giving you special treatment.
no, I want special treatment.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't mean like in terms of being deaf. I mean like in terms of being a superior human being.
Why is fabulous important?
Why aren't you making any comment about me being a superior human being?
Why is fabulous important?
I don't think it is. I think we should just call the whole fucking thing off. Yeah, let's just blow the planet up. Fuck it.
Really?
No, but that's why fabulous is important, because people might think like that.
But what fabulous people think like that?
Fabulous people already know why it's important. It's going to be different for everyone, you dick.
Well, yes, but why is it important to you? This is all about you. This is where I'm giving you that superior treatment, because I'm making things not about me for once, but about you.
Wow, I struggle with that. I struggle with things being about me.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so hard for things to be about me.
But why is fabulous important?
To me personally, I guess because it means you have to be nice to me.
But it doesn't, though.
Well, it does.
I don't have to be nice to you because you're fabulous.
No, you have to be nice to me because you're fabulous. Because if you weren't nice to me, I'd just tell everyone what a dick you are, and it's all a front.
Okay.
Fabulous is important because it saves lives.
In what sense?
Fabulous saves lives.
In how?
It saves lives literally because people can actually come out of really fucking dark places by discovering fabulous, and it saves lives by saving people from the dull 9-to-5 office. Like, even if you work that, you can go out in the evening and be fucking fabulous if you want to, and it saves you. And it also saves lives because fabulous people do shit like give blood.
Yeah. But this is okay. So that's an interesting one as well, because obviously the law changed fairly recently about giving blood.
Yes.
So I'm not allowed to be fabulous. If using that definition of fabulous people give blood, that's one of the things that fabulous people do. As a gay man, I've got to be celibate for
Jesus,
3.
what, you're gay?
Yeah, sorry. You've been trying so long.
I know, this whole thing was just about getting in your pants.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
But you turned me.
I know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's what I do. I turn people and then I let them down.
What, you turn the gays straight and the straights gay?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
True story. One of my ex-girlfriends is now a lesbian.
Yeah. All of mine are.
We both turned each other. Anyway.
All my ex-girlfriends are lesbians as well.
Yeah.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It's awful. That's a shit joke, Emily. So, if being fabulous means you give blood,
yeah.
The only way that I can be fabulous is by being celibate for 3 months.
I know, it's a bit shit.
Can you imagine that?
Oh, yeah. I can imagine you being celibate for 3 months, yeah.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years, so...
So 3 months is nothing to you.
3 months is like, I've been giving blood forever. No, I haven't. I'd like to give some blood, but I can't.
No, I can't either, and I can't remember why. But they don't want mine.
Because you've got death.
I don't know, because if I was like dying unless I had a blood...
Death doesn't run in your blood.
It does, because it's genetic.
Yeah, but it's not contagious.
No, it's not contagious. I don't know. There's something I...
Did you have a transfusion when you were younger? Have you had a transfusion
so.
when you were pregnant, perhaps, when you gave birth to Logie?
There's something, and it's not disease. I think it's something like my blood's not good enough or something.
Okay.
It's not even good enough for me, so why would I farm it out onto poor, unsuspecting people who just want to get better, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, if I had a choice, if it was life or death, and I was offered your heart...
Death.
I would choose death.
Are you talking death?
Yeah.
You would choose death over death.
Yeah, if I needed an
You'd rather die than have death blood.
I'd rather die than be given an ear transplant from you, yeah.
Yeah. It's understandable.
I mean, you don't have any, so you couldn't transplant them.
Yeah. Well, I kind of do have them physically.
No, but it'd be funny if you didn't.
That's a thing. Some people are born without ears.
Really?
Of course they fucking are. There's any bit of you can be born without.
Are.
Don't be a twat. Any bit of you can be born without it if it doesn't grow properly.
Yeah, but you'll have something.
No.
People don't just have, like,
Yeah,
no
they do.
ear.
Like seals. Yeah, they do.
They might have but they'll have part of an ear inside
Do you
them
know
or
what?
something, wouldn't
Do you know
they?
what? Google it.
I will Google
You
it.
better fucking Google it now.
No, I'm not.
Have you finished? Have you finished questioning me about...
Do you want to finish?
I'm just saying,
Are
have
you
you
bored?
finished? Huh?
Are you bored?
Of course I'm
I mean, we
bored.
lost our listeners about 50 minutes ago.
Yeah, so, arse, tits, wanking bollocks, what?
Have you got anything else to say about fabulousness?
Arts, tits, wanking bollocks. Arts.
Arts.
Arts, tits.
Arts. The arts or arse?
I mean, I'm very new to the world of fabulous, so I'm not sure how much more I can contribute.
But you're not new. I mean, I quite often argue with you about fabulousness in that you do things and that sometimes you don't have enough belief in yourself.
Ah, you're going to start that, are you?
But you don't, do you? And sometimes I have to go, Emily, you are fucking fabulous. Just believe in yourself.
Hello, kettle. This is the pot. You're black. Yeah, that's a very effective argument, yeah.
So, okay, but then a fabulous person then, they don't necessarily feel or believe they're fabulous. Is that important there? Is that as soon as you start acting out fabulous, does that stop the fabulous?
There must be some element of fake it till you make it for some people.
But I think the second that you're like, I am fabulous, that then becomes arrogance. And arrogance isn't fabulous.
I don't know that it does. I don't know that it does, you know. I don't know that it does. It's like any sort of skill or character trait. If you're proud of it, you should be allowed to be proud of it. You know, if you're a really fucking good singer. I get really pissed off when I say to people, are you a good singer? Because they're singing and they're like, oh, I'm alright. And I'm like, no, I want to know. Are you fucking good? You're up there on that stage.
Yeah.
Tell me, are you any fucking good?
Yes,
oh,
I am.
don't know. No. But, do you know what I mean? You're up on that stage and I've just asked you if you're good. Of course you're fucking good.
You're on the stage making money out of it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be
And
doing
they go,
that to
oh
rubbish.
no, I don't know, is this a fucking British thing? Or...
Yeah, it's kind of.
And so fabulous should be the opposite. Fabulous should be, do you know what? I am fabulous. And yeah, arrogance is a different thing. Arrogance is like, I am fabulous and the world owes me for it.
Whereas fabulous is fabulous and owning it.
Yeah, you can be like, I am fabulous and I'm going to give it to the world. Not, I am fabulous, so fuck you all. That's arrogance.
Yeah. Okay. But there are also fabulous people who don't realise that they're fabulous.
That is also true.
Like you.
I don't know.
I think you're fabulous.
Do you?
Yeah,
Really?
I do.
Is that just because you want my dog?
No, I've got a dog.
You've got the old version of George.
Yeah, she's 11, but she's more beautiful than George.
Piss off.
She is.
You know, because George is handsome. George
But mine
is
is
like a manly
mine
man.
is like the most beautiful girl dog in the world.
You what?
Mine is like the most beautiful girl dog in the world.
Yeah, mine's the sexiest boy dog.
Yeah,
So
it's fine.
So there's no need to argue.
We're not arguing,
We will do.
shall we? Let's have a fight.
Let's not. We will do that in public sometime though. I've
Okay.
never had a fight with you in public yet.
No, let's do it. Let's go outside now and fight.
Yeah, let's do it. Sign off on this and we'll go and have a fight in the pub.
Okay, we're going to go and have a fight in the pub. We're going to leave the kid behind.
Yeah.
I mean, he's asleep, so he's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, he's plenty all right.
Yeah. So come over to wherever the fuck we are, both or somewhere.
Pontcanna.
Yeah, come over there, find the pub and we'll be in it for all in.
We will. We're going to have
In sign language.
in sign language, and I'll be doing sparkle sign, so neither of us will understand what either of us are saying.
Yeah.
But it'll be fine because there'll be glasses flying. I'll probably throw Emily over the tables.
And just do it aggressively, and it doesn't matter what you're actually saying. It looks good.
Yeah, and it needs to be like one of those Wild West bar brawls.
Yeah, people
where
going through the walls,
Yeah.
the windows, and
somebody sliding down the whole bar
yeah.
until their
That
head
would be
goes.
you.
Whoosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, come on then, sign off, and then we can go.
Okay, last parting shot about Fabulous. What are you going to tell my listeners about fabulousness? What is the thing that you haven't said that you really need to say?
Bring it, motherfuckers.
Emily Howlett, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Now come on, because I want to punch you in the face with a glass bottle.
Oh, please. Thank you very much, listeners. Join in next time when we'll have our next special guest or guests. Don't
Not
know.
as special.
Not as special, half as special, not a double special. And that's it from me. Good night. Have a lovely first week of August.